Wow, what a weekend. What an exciting weekend. I mean, the adrenaline rush is still very high as we just saw Liverpool lay down a statement for the title challenge for this season. Welcome back to the Fantactics podcast. My name is Renz and I have with me in the studio my usual co-host and of course, a Titan investor in Kaycee. Kaycee, welcome to the Fantactics podcast.
Thank you.
Sabubu, what's up?
You know, to say this words.
Man, you have to.
Because we thought Pep would do something unusual, stop the rot. But at the end of the day, Liverpool came in with the game plan, went at Pep, and Pep became confused.
I think we'll get to discuss that more later on the show because what's going on at Man City now is something that we need to bring out the footballing textbooks, call the footballing headmasters and ask them, look, this matter don't pass us podcasters. So you headmasters, please come out and tell us what's going on because like you said, we all expected Pep to, throw something out of, pull a rabbit out of the hat and do something strange. But in fact, what we saw was still strange. Anyways, Kaycee.
Yeah.
Kaycee, you've been watching the podcast. How does it feel to be with us today?
Well, I actually feel good being here to lay my own analysis. Like you just said, Pep. I feel sorry for him at the moment. Like,
Pep,
I actually feel so. He's seen Pepe. Like, you need to have seen him today. He looked disgruntled. You understand? He was virtually running around the pitch. Like,
ladies and gentlemen, before I forget, let's wish you a happy new month. May you not be looking like Pep this December. You need clarity to navigate yourself into the new year of 2025. But talking about, coaches getting overwhelmed or kind of underwhelmed by the performances of their teams across the, the Atlantic or the Channel or whatever of England. A certain coach of a high-flying team in Spain is also confused with what's going on. So last, they palm Barcelona. So investors,
right now,
I know they tell you that say for street, I go dey hear people they abuse.
Right now, it is not good for investors because the games on Saturday were crucial games. Crucial, yeah. The squad Barcelona brought out should have beaten Las Palmas like 4-0.
They should have palmed Las Palmas.
Yeah, because the irony about that match was Las Palmas scored first. Barcelona were chasing the match.
Yeah.
And ended up chasing to the end.
Okay,
so see Leipzig in Germany. See what happened to them.
Wolfsburg trashed them 5-1.
Goals to 1. Look at Bayern Munich.
We need to warn some coaches.
No. Look at Bayern Munich.
From an investor's perspective, Kelechi, how was your weekend?
From an investor's perspective, I was in Barcelona as early as 12:30 yesterday.
Wow.
And we came back home crying. We cried.
Was your flight delayed?
The flight was delayed. The flight was actually delayed. But you see, those are this tells you how football has developed.
Yeah.
Like they say, those days you could easily wake up, you predict 17 people or 17 matches, the way the outcome would go. And it will go that way. But these days, it's not underdog in football anymore. Imagine the Las Palmas beating the whole Catalan giant, Barcelona, on their home soil. Not like Barcelona traveled.
So you were talking about the Classica where Bayern went behind to an early Gittins goal. That debut was made in England. The goals, by the way.
Right?
Yeah.
Dortmund gave Bayern too much respect. Yeah, I feel that. In that
same
match.
Thing. Yeah.
Bayern were there for the taking. That would have been a morale boosting win for
them.
But they allowed Bayern
come into the game.
And we are seeing the table is shaping up. What did Leverkusen play?
Leverkusen won.
They won. So now they are catching up with Bayern.
Yes.
As it is. In Italy, we saw
the match between Fiorentina and
Inter Milan has just been
Inter
called
was-
off.
due to
Yeah.
that player.
The
that-
collapse of Eduardo.
So the match
both.
has been scheduled for another.
Yes.
Date.
By the way, we are sending our love to the player. We
Yeah.
hope he recovers. We hope he gets back to
playing ways.
playing football. You know, both fans of both sides
Yeah.
gave him an ovation as he was leaving the pitch, and of course, they were so emotionally distressed. The game had to be abandoned.
Napoli won again.
Yeah,
Well,
with
1-0.
Napoli
Won.
won again.
by a goal.
And you know that's how they go about. Conte goes
They
about
just
business.
take
Won,
one,
Yeah.
won,
and it's
won.
climbing.
Conte is kind of replicating what he did with Chelsea
Uh-huh.
at Napoli now.
See, you know, if there's any coach that understands the Serie A among
Mm.
the living Italian
Italian
coaches,
guy, yeah.
Yeah.
it is him. Remember, Napoli does not have a bad squad. Oh.
No, they don't.
Last season, it was just an internal crisis.
That
It's the same bulk of that squad that won the Serie A that is still
That's
there.
still
That's
there.
They just swapped one man for one man.
You see that-
The same type
Now-
of player. So
the other
Yes,
man.
And then they added a few other players. By the way, Scott
Napoli won
McTominay
today.
scored.
They have set the marker down. Atlanta is playing tomorrow against AS
Yeah.
Roma
Sure,
at
yeah.
at the Olympico. So they don't have a choice than to win that match to keep up.
To keep
They
up
are condemned
to mount
to
pressure.
They don't have a
They are
choice.
condemned to win
They
tomorrow.
don't have a choice. We saw United today, and
Oh.
I saw the fans jumping up
Yeah.
and saying, "We are back. We're pushing for the title." They have every right to say that.
Yeah, I totally
Pushing
agree.
for which title?
The same
Pre-
title.
the-
We are also
Is it
pushing for.
chieftaincy title? Is it chieftaincy title they are
No,
pushing
the
for? Or
Premiership.
premiership
The
title?
Premiership. The Premiership.
Okay.
And you know, the irony about it was, I was telling my friends on our football WhatsApp group that Everton was making things so easy
Easy.
for United. Then I said, did West Ham make it easy for you? I
Huh?
said, no. Arsenal scored good goals that were not defensive mistakes.
Errors. Yeah.
But out of the scores was 3-0, 4-0 against Everton.
And the
It's funny,
4-0.
funny.
4-0.
3 of the goals were defensive errors in that match.
It was just a total.
And they capitalized on it.
Yes.
They capitalized on it.
I mean, Everton just literally just
They
They
opened up.
sold or they gave the match.
Yes, they
And-
just.
I watched that match today and I said, man, you would always be a counter-attacking team. You can't take it away from them.
Mm.
It's like it's in their nature now. Since the days of Sir Alex, they've been
Yeah.
a
They've always been a
counter-attacking team.
counter-attacking
I
team.
just, let's why we look at, or why we could say that Everton were too easily taken apart. Could you say that Ruben Amorim's imprint is already showing on United? Because there were good interchanges,
Yeah, we
there
know,
was,
we know.
good passage of play, and like you said,
Kaycee,
they have always been
Kaycee,
a
if you
counter-attacking
watch
team.
that match very well, how would they cope with a well-organized team? We have not really seen
We have not seen that actually.
a well-organized team that plays football.
Football.
We saw that they struggled against Ipswich.
Yeah, they actually struggled
Even against Bordeaux.
against Bordeaux.
Bordeaux,
Yeah.
yeah.
Struggled. You know what I'm saying? Now they're going to play
They're playing Arsenal
Arsenal
on
next.
Wednesday.
on Wednesday.
That's
then,
the blue litmus. That's the
then
The
over the,
litmus
then,
test
then
for
over the
them.
weekend they play
I think
Who's my team?
they're
let me look
playing-
at those fixtures after Everton. Okay, no,
No, Everton.
they
Everton
just
is
play
Liverpool.
Everton.
Liverpool play Everton by weekend.
So
over the
by
weekend.
this new week, we will know how
They'll
good.
be playing Nottingham Forest,
Thank you. Where are they playing it? Old Trafford, right?
Old Trafford.
So they have good matches actually. Wednesday they go to Emirates. Weekend,
Before you start, being in contention for whichever title it is, chieftaincy title or whatever title, let us see you go to the Emirates and compete against an elite team.
Exactly.
And then maybe we can begin to give you your flowers if you have any. Because for now, these flowers might be flattering you. You know when they are giving you flowers just so that they can.
I want to see Amorim in action.
But anyways, let's quickly just run through the results of what happened over the weekend. We have already announced that we already touched on some of the results. Real Madrid also picked up a 2-0 win against Getafe, and Mbappe was back on the score sheet. Do you think this might be a turning point for him?
It wasn't allowed to take the penalty. That was the highlight.
Kaycee, What do you think is going on with that young man in Madrid right now? He looks bereft of confidence. He looks isolated from his teammates, and it looks as if a player that was once heralded as the best player in the world is not trusted by his teammates. Do you think he's getting overwhelmed by the club?
Yeah, I think, moving to a big club like Madrid, of course, it comes with its own problems and issues, and of course, it will take time for him to acclimatize to the new environment. So all I can pray, I wish him well. I only hope that he'll be able to pick up the kind of form he had at PSG. He will replicate it here at the Bernabeu. So hopefully, I know he's going to play well. Actually, Mbappe is going to play well.
Sabu,
it will just take a little bit of time, but he's going to come out.
Sabu,
definitely.
This is something that a lot of people try to wave around, but do you think Madrid really needed to sign Mbappe? They were already the best team in Europe, you could say in the world. They didn't need that guy.
If there's anything that Florentino Perez has shown is, he might sign you now, doesn't mean he needs you now. He's signing you because he knows you will deliver. If he's not now, for the future, and a certain Barcelona does not buy you.
I actually get into that.
Because he was a free, he's a free agent for God's sake.
Agency, yeah.
Do you realize that the monies the Premiership teams would have offered him is far much
more than what he's getting? Yeah.
But the first thing they do to you when you come to Madrid, they'll take you to the trophy room and say 1, 2,
look at
3,
it.
4, 5. When they start counting the champion, all they do is they'll count the Premier League first. Madrid is the only team that has the highest amount of league trophies in the world presently. But then they do that, they will not show you Copa del Rey. They will not say, okay, you see that bed that has the big ear.
The one that everybody dreams of. Have you won it before?
please. Don't do that here.
So, no, I'm not asking. No, they will ask the player, straight bullet.
No, that's a straight bullet.
Straight bullet. See, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, they will ask the player, have you won it before? I apologize. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, they'll ask the player, have you won it before?
The bottom line is, it's a good signing for them.
Yeah.
Mbappe will come good. Just give him time. He's just less than 6 months there, for God's sake.
All right.
He will come good, I can assure you.
So now with Vinicius out of the picture for a while, based on injury matters, you think he gives him a little bit more room for expression?
Mbappe coming to that team distorted the balance of that
team.
Take it or leave it.
True.
Because Benzema had left a year before, and they could
manage to plug that gap.
Adapted to formation without the striker.
But Mbappe coming in has probably taking the other Brazilian guy out of the picture. And to me, I feel that was the actual golden boy
of Madrid.
What's his name?
Rodrigo.
Vinicius.
No, Vini.
No.
Vini is Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. That other Brazilian guy.
The other Brazilian boy.
He was like the golden boy of that team. He comes in, he does some sleek,
those super sub cameo appearances.
When this guy came in, he just, and the thing is giving Ancelotti problems, but he won't say because the fear of Perez is giving wisdom. Nobody wants to have issues with him.
Right.
But let's see how it goes. Madrid will have to concentrate on that Champions League Swiss format. There's
a whole lot of issues there. They are looking like they're going to get evicted.
It's obvious they will not finish the top 8 now. So they will just try to get a playoff position and catch one team and charge them money away and then try to get into the That's the truth. The way it's going.
Well, at least they picked up a result over the weekend. We also saw that across in League One, PSG drew with Nantes. That's another team.
That was another team that broke investors' hearts yesterday. I just remember.
Investor.
Yes. A lot of investors.
Broke their hearts. PSG doesn't have a problem. They don't.
With League One.
They don't have a problem. That team is just trying to take form. It's like a fresh team, as we said in the last show. They're taking form. PSG, as long as they don't have any exits, the team is going to be very, very dangerous next season. Enrique is a coach that knows how to build a team. He's good at it. He's a very disciplined person.
Okay.
So let's hope. The only thing is that I know they might still go in for a striker.
They actually need one.
Either in January
but they have 2 already.
those ones to me they are still big.
They are not there.
They are not
Okay.
there yet.
So, anyways, in the Premier League, we saw some other results that were worth looking at. Chelsea and Arsenal picked up steam. Chelsea got their results, and they are also mounting pressure. Some people are saying Chelsea are in the title race. I don't know which race.
They are actually.
You who should be in heavenly race. You are saying you are in title race. No problem.
I think apart from the slump of Man City, another team that people are not talking about that is having a terrible time is Aston
Villa. Yeah.
They are falling so fast. People are not taking note of it.
They actually started the season wonderfully, but
it was Arsenal was one that started their problems.
People got them down.
Arsenal touched them the same way they did. They put a dent on Arsenal's title hopes last season.
So people have dented their destiny this time.
And it's been nosedive.
Let's see how Emery comes out of this, because they are not playing well.
They're not playing well.
They are not scoring, and they are conceding.
Yes, defensively they are.
And not just conceding, they are conceding a lot.
And now they lost Big M, so we don't know.
I think this guy got injured, so that's part of their problem.
Konsa played.
Okay, he's back, right?
The defense is just looking pretty disorganized. And you know the look of a coach when he feels like, what's happening? That look that Pep has, that's the same look Emery is having. It's just
like it's looking like everything is he's built from the beginning. It's falling like back of cards.
It's not a good evening anymore.
Yes.
And the Premiership is very unforgiving.
Even the Champions League.
They were first.
Yes,
at some point. They've dropped out of the 8 from first to 8. I think they're in the second.
Either 9th or so now. Yes, in
second
playoff positions. Well, we hope they can pick up because, of course, football can be very unforgiving. We can look at Pep now, and if not for the president, if not for his achievements so far, Pep would have lost his job. Well, as we have seen, it's been amazing so far. But football, like we say, can be very unforgiving. It's just the start of December. The fixtures are going to be coming in thick
and fast.
Very fast.
And Liverpool might have created separation, but this will be the real test of their mettle. Do they have the credentials? Do they have the squad to navigate it?
Do they have that mental capacity?
Yeah, it's about 9 points now. Everybody's chasing them. Well, Ancelotti has done a good job. When we come back from the break, we'll be looking at what is lying ahead for us in midweek and in the weekend. Don't go anywhere.
We have gotten to the business end of the year. The Premiership is in full swing.
Is it for investors or for the club? Sorry.
No, for the clubs right now. Because as it stands, we're going to make there'll be 2 matches this week. That's 2 rounds of matches. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then Saturday and Sunday. Then upper week, we go back to the Champions League. Then we'll continue with different matches because the Carabao Cup quarterfinals is coming up in the next 2 weeks. And the Champions League matches. So right now, teams will be stressed to the fullest.
They'll be stretched.
That is... Pep, I don't know if you're going to do it. If you're going to go to the academy to bring boys, you better start
doing it. No, but he actually does have players.
No, because right now his team is
they are working a team rope at the moment. They are working a very team rope.
When I look at it, I think he's the one shooting himself.
No, it's get to a point. Pep will start playing.
Look at.
We are getting to that point.
Pep does see Pepe. No, because I looked at the bench. I saw De Bruyne. I saw Vadiol. I saw Doku. I saw Grealish.
They have fit.
A half-fit De Bruyne is still the elder brother to Curtis Jones.
That was no Renz.
To grab a badge.
No, Renz, that was 2 years ago.
Oh, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Van Nistelrooy will get his first taste as the coach of Leicester. Leicester would face West Ham.
Yeah, somebody was saying that Fabrizio was planning on getting Van Nistelrooy sacked before he started his job. Like, they lost the game and he was like, Van Nistelrooy loses his first match in charge. He was not in charge.
Don't mind
Fabrizio, I beg, calm down. Now, West Ham, Knights...
But I won't be surprised that Van Nistelrooy will go all out against West Ham and he will get maximum points.
West Ham are also looking vulnerable.
They are looking vulnerable at the moment.
Those are 2 teams that have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So if he can make if he can put his stamp on the team, I heard he called Maresca, so
No, yeah,
maybe Maresca.
Maresca could give him some,
How to factory reset the squad.
the squad.
You know, just,
that same squad he left.
just
factory
like
reset
So
that.
as it is,
Yeah.
the first match of the day is Ipswich Town versus Crystal Palace. Kaycee, what do you see in that match?
Ipswich.
Investors. Wait, before he starts, investors. This is a senior investor of Nigeria, Sing. So please bring out your take notes.
please.
So what do you see? Do you see an Ipswich straight win or Ipswich win or draw against Crystal Palace?
Well, that match, with the way Ipswich has been playing recently, I actually tip them to actually take full 3 points against Crystal Palace at home.
Well,
and I see Delap delivering a goal on that day.
So you can even
so Kaycee, you're saying it's a straight win for Ipswich
Yeah,
Town.
I take a shot
Well,
for
for me, I
Ipswich Town.
give Ipswich Town win or draw. Then Leicester versus West Ham. What's your take in that match?
Both teams would score. I'll take a goal, but I'm not really certain of the final outcome of that match.
Okay.
Then Barcelona is playing Mallorca.
Oh, Barcelona,
on
Mallorca.
Tuesday.
Remember, Mallorca gave
away from home.
they gave Barcelona a run for their money last season.
They are kind of a bogey team. Them and the San Sebastian team.
Yeah, they bogey
They're
team.
bogey
They
team
could
to
cause hiccups
And
for you when you
Barcelona
least
have
expect it.
already been shown to be
Yeah.
vulnerable.
But you know, the irony of that match is, I see Barcelona win, slim win.
A slim win.
Yes, because they need to win.
Yeah.
Madrid is already
Madrid
on
is
their
already
tails.
on their
Atletico
tails.
is still
And they
winning.
need to also restore their confidence.
So-
they need to restore their
So
confidence
let's say
also.
Barcelona win or
So
draw.
Barcelona win or draw.
Then we go to Tuesday or Wednesday matches. That's where the real action starts. Everton plays Wolves at Goodison
Goodison
Park.
At Goodison Park. For me, with what Wolves played or what Wolves have been playing in the last 2-3 matches, I'm actually tipping Everton to go ahead and take all 3
I
points at that
feel
match.
so too because you see that match Wolves versus Bournemouth. I don't know what that keeper was thinking about. How can one player have a hat-trick via penalties?
That penalties. The penalties was just coming. I was wondering what was happening.
Do? If the player played it very well,
The irony about that match was the goalkeeper was the one bringing out the players for the penalty. Newcastle plays Liverpool. Now Liverpool's season actually starts. What do you think will happen in that match?
See that match?
St. James Park, crazy
St. James
match.
Park is a crazy place to go.
And Newcastle loves games like that.
Yeah.
They're up for it.
Newcastle could be the bogey team that day. They could do
some
damage to
I
Liverpool's
think
title
the
chase.
Newcastle win or draw.
Yeah, that's what I was about saying. I'm going to take a Newcastle win or draw.
Southampton, Chelsea at the South Coast on Wednesday night.
Southampton are an exciting team, but Chelsea have shown that they have the quality to go up against anybody. It's going to be an exciting match end to end. I see Chelsea conceding in that game just because their defense is always jittery whenever they are attacked, and Southampton are not shy. But I think Chelsea will win.
Then,
Well, I feel differently about it. Forget the fact that I'm not a real supporter of Chelsea.
Yeah.
But I feel Southampton could also do a little damage to Chelsea's. Chelsea's match.
They might, but I mean, I don't see
Not
them getting
full-
points. I don't see them getting points
so
against
Kaycee,
Chelsea.
now this is for you.
All right.
I'm going to be talking as an outsider here.
Okay.
Arsenal, Manchester United.
Yeah.
Under the floodlights at Emirates.
Yeah. Under the floor at the Emirates, I'm giving Arsenal the full 100% win on that match.
How sure are you that
I don't know.
Arsenal can
There's
win
just
that
this
match?
confidence I have with the fact that our main man, Odegaard, is back. The main creator. If you notice the last matches before he returned from injuries, Arsenal's problem has always been that middleman to break
Or to
defenses,
bridge
bridge those defense lines.
But do you like the way Arteta is grooming Nwaneri gradually?
Yeah,
To-
Abana is actually a fantastic kid. Like, the boy plays fantastic football, and I'm happy with the fact that Arteta tries to integrate him into the main team,
You know the
even
pro-
though he's not having that full.
Do you know the problem I have with Nwaneri?
Yeah,
He's supposed to be the understudy for Martin Odegaard.
Okay.
But at times he fails to realize that he has to sit in the midfield and play the ball and see
and
things.
see things. Yeah,
He's more of a
Attack-minded.
goal-centered
Okay,
goal
player.
center player.
So he forgets his actual duty
Okay.
as, I won't say playmaker, because the playmakers are going out of fashion.
Yeah.
The man that runs the midfield, that's what we
Yeah.
call them.
So the dictator in chief.
So he
Victor,
needs to learn that.
He needs to learn.
Well, I don't have a problem with Nwaneri. My own is please. That name sounds like one name. Please, NFF, begin to lay down
Begin
foundations.
to lay ambush.
Please.
And how they can get
There's
into the
another
team.
one in Manchester. Chido, my man.
Chido.
Please, NFF, do the needful. That's all I can say.
So, what do you say about Aston Villa and Brentford? Do you think they'll finally get a win?
No, I don't think so.
You're kidding me.
With the kind of with the football Brentford has been playing lately, Brentford is one team to beat.
Did they
this
win over
season.
the weekend?
So they would up.
They defeated.
I think it was a 1-0.
No, it was not.
Was it 1-0?
They came back. It was
They played Ipswich, right?
Was it Ipswich? No, I'm trying to remember. Was it Wolves?
No, it was Wolves that.
I'm trying to remember who they
Bournemouth.
did. But I know that Brentford this season they've been good. They've been good, and I tip them to actually do more damage
Inflict more misery on Aston
Villa. Yeah.
Atletico Bilbao versus Real Madrid.
Wow.
You see that club? You see that club?
That's
San Sebastian.
San Sebastian.
No,
Is this San
no,
Sebastian?
they are the Basque club.
Yes.
Then Sociedad is the San Sebastian club.
Yes. Those guys, well, their form has been topsy-turvy this season.
Something tells me it's likely going to be
A draw.
Bilbao win or draw.
It's going to be a boring match.
Bilbao.
I kind of feel it's going to be a boring match. It's that kind of match, a match of attrition, where you just see Madrid laboring and
Yeah, then they score one funny goal.
and they try to pack the boss
so
and close everything.
Remember they have an Italian coach. Then we go to Thursday's fixtures. Fulham versus Brighton and Bournemouth versus Tottenham Hotspur.
Fulham, Brighton. I'm giving it to Brighton.
they'll fully ham them.
Straight win.
They'll fully ham
Well,
Fulham.
Brighton.
wait, I don't think so. Fulham is a very, very good team. A very, very good team. A very balanced team.
Yeah.
Silva has done a fantastic job there. You saw what Fulham did to Spurs today. You saw it.
They drew.
Yeah.
They
Even
saw the
with
match
a
a
red
draw.
card, though.
Yes, they played them off the backs. They scored first, if I'm
They will
correct.
still have them.
Something tells me it's if Fulham is not winning that match, then it will be a Fulham will or draw. Trust me on that. Then another bogey team that they're very good at
Bournemouth.
pulling big teams trousers in
Bournemouth.
public, and the big teams know where boxers that day.
Oh,
Is
Tottenham. And they could also do same against Tottenham.
See, as far as I'm concerned, is a Bournemouth straight win. Then
So let's see what that throws
so
up.
now we now go to weekend games. You know the good thing about continental Europe is when there's a Champions League match that
The
they
following
tend to
week.
play on Fridays.
Yeah.
But the Premiership, because of money.
yes.
They
They
prefer
don't
the
respect
weekend.
the players.
Yeah,
and
so-
now most of their superstars are in the treatment room.
So on Friday,
Story
Inter
for
Milan
another
will
day.
play Parma because they have a Champions League match. We all know that Inter will be
Inter
Parma.
definitely will
They
win.
go palm them.
Then AC Milan will play Atalanta.
Oh,
Atalanta at home.
Another exciting
Atlanta
one
home.
in
Yeah.
Bergamo.
I say Atlanta will know.
Mm.
I say Atlanta.
For
will.
investors who would want to play that match,
Yes.
the
Listen
two
to
up will be better off.
Yeah, but you
you
know,
get it. You have to safeguard the
To
investment.
safeguard the
that,
investment.
you know that kind of a thing is some investors will likely say Atlanta win or draw. Some investors will simply say Atlanta to score at home and they just
And
rest.
just rest.
Okay.
Because of course, if that's like in 97%, 97% chance that's going to happen.
Then
Chuku,
Then-
may your eye no Chuku.
then we have
You
two
don't get
matches.
the update.
in France, because of the three of the teams are playing in the
Playing the
Champions League.
Champions
Yeah.
League.
The first team is Lille versus Brest.
So
Breast.
let's recreate something.
Leave.
So Sabubu, do you think Brest will be exposed that day?
Well, I don't think Brest will be exposed though, because Lille will Lille it up.
Okay. Kaycee, what formation do you think Brest should go with a two-pronged attack?
The two-prong attack.
You get it?
Oze will play Paris Saint-Germain. Oze will be at home. We don't know the kind of Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
Paris couldn't win at home yesterday.
Yeah, Paris couldn't win at home, but they
Against
virtually
Nantes.
controlled that match. They had about 75%
What
of
do you
ball possession.
concern? 3
No,
points
that
we
shows.
control?
That actually shows that
I've learned something.
the
I've learned something in football.
yeah.
win the game and move on.
I move
Yes.
All those
After statistics.
it doesn't make sense.
Expected
it doesn't make
goals.
Premiership.
Expected goal
Mhm.
average.
So we go to Saturday and Sunday games. Let's try and rush up.
Okay.
Everton, Liverpool.
Merseyside derby.
Go to Simple.
Merseyside derby. A draw.
Aston Villa, Southampton. Birmingham. Villa Park.
Aston Villa, Southampton.
Aston Villa
I see
win
both
for me.
sides to score.
Both sides BTS. Both sides to score.
Aston Villa win for me.
All right.
Brentford, Newcastle. There'll be goals in that match.
Goals.
Both sides
That's
to score.
festival of goals.
Then Crystal Palace, Man City. Crystal
Palace, Man City at home. Crystal Palace also, one way or the other, they've also been like a pain to Man
Yeah, but
City.
they are inconsistent.
Previously,
Pretty
Something tells me
inconsistent.
City will win that match.
City will bounce back with.
Yeah,
They'll
but
use
they
them
can't.
to bounce
They
back.
can't continue this
No,
losing
they
streak.
win the
They
match.
have to win
They'll use
They're
them
at some
going to
point.
midweek, so they're going to win this match.
They
Yeah.
have to.
Then
Alright.
Manchester United versus the guys from the Forest.
Nottingham.
That's another.
Chris Wood
I
definitely is
think
going to
they'll
do some
welcome
harm.
Amorim with that game. Amorim will get a warm welcome.
But the
Oh,
game is at Old Trafford.
They will still warm them.
So what do you think? Man U win or draw?
Man U win or draw? Yes, Man
What
U win or
about
draw.
you?
I think it's
I can't give Man U a
Nottingham
straight win.
Forest win or draw.
Then in Spain, Barcelona is going away to Real Betis. Then Real
That's
Madrid,
very tricky.
Real
That's a
Madrid,
tricky match.
Real Madrid is going away to Girona.
Those are
Madrid,
tricky
Girona,
fixtures.
Barcelona,
Betis.
Betis. Tricky fixtures.
Very
Very
tricky.
tricky.
Very tricky.
Very tricky. It will be hard to even dictate the outcome of those
Barcelona
matches.
have been wobbling so far.
Mm.
So, Real Betis is
Best bet
really
for me,
stubborn.
Barcelona, a goal to they definitely will score a goal in that
I
match.
think I would go with something like for that Betis match. I might go with under 2.5.
I go with Barcelona win or draw.
Win or draw.
Then
Okay.
Sunday, we have the matches that will bring out the best and the worst. Arsenal will start with Fulham away.
Fulham,
You see, go Fulham,
been-
go goes. Go Fulham.
go Fulham, but
Go
that
Fulham.
same Fulham has always been a pain in Arsenal's neck.
Forget that.
Arsenal didn't beat them last
Forget
season.
that.
Arsenal didn't
Just
defeat
forget
them.
that.
Like they played a draw
You know what?
at the Emirates.
Both
Yeah.
teams to score Arsenal to win the match.
I think so.
Then
You go Fulham.
Then
You go Fulham.
Ipswich versus Bournemouth.
Ipswich,
Ipswich,
Bournemouth,
Bournemouth.
both teams to
Both
score.
teams to score.
Okay, good. Leicester, Brighton.
Both teams to score also.
Something tells me
Both teams to score
Leicester
also.
will win the match.
Leicester.
Leicester. Let's see.
No, you know why?
Probably.
Why?
Van Nistelrooy has a point to prove. He was not a bad coach when he was in
No, of
in
course
PSV,
not, of
yeah.
course not.
PSV.
We are not saying it's about the structure.
See,
You're coming in, you're
do you-
trying to implement your
But both of
ideas.
us know that.
And this guy has been hustling against
Yeah,
top teams.
top teams.
No, see, the irony about it is Leicester has the players that can play attacking football. If you look at them in the championship last season, when Maresca was the coach, Maresca was there for one season, but he has the highest
Minimum percentage.
of any Leicester coach. Tottenham versus Chelsea.
Let's get back to Chelsea people now. Tottenham,
That
Chelsea.
was Chelsea.
Yeah. One thing I have learned to avoid is to try to predict Chelsea matches. As a Chelsea fan, I always put sentiment inside. I want Chelsea to win. But one thing I have noticed is that Chelsea like teams that play the high line that Tottenham plays. They are able to
Then
polish
it goes
you.
in that
They
match.
know
So
how to
there'll
time
be a lot
the
of
runs and
goals.
stuff. So
Jackson will time his running well.
Yes.
At least I know he has
and
eight
Kopama will
in that
kill.
one. And Kopama
So
will
both
do.
teams to score.
Yeah, both teams will
Both
like
teams
to
to
score.
score, yeah.
Then,
Because Chelsea, their
Then a
defense.
quick one for
Yeah.
outside England, Atletico Seville. What do you think? Quick one.
Atletico Sevilla is a straight win for Atletico. Sevilla, they've not been themselves lately.
Then the late kickoff in Italy, Napoli versus Lazio.
Napoli,
Last, Napoli goes.
Napoli would win, but I predict it's going to be a 1-0.
and Immobile.
Yeah.
It's going to be
They
a
could
1-0
immobilize
match.
that Immobile.
Then we know
1-0.
that Fiorentina will beat Cagliari. Fiorentina at home.
So let's see. Hopefully they don't suffer too much from the hangover
The
of
hangover
losing
of-
their colleague on
Yeah.
the pitch, and hopefully he's all right, so they can dedicate that win to him and say, yes,
Investors.
Eduardo, this one is for you.
We are pleading with you. Invest wisely.
Yes.
No, say this is Christmas period. People go be like,
People will
No.
be like,
bag of
Okay,
rice.
This is the time that the companies that own the investment firms will be smiling to the bank.
yeah,
Invest wisely.
wisely.
Invest wisely. Viewers, we here are reasonable investors.
Yeah.
I say it on without any remorse. You have to invest wisely if you think you want to go that route. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscription. Kindly continue to help us. Tell people about us. You are the reason why we are here.
Yeah.
And we hope and we plead that you stick with us. Renz,
Yeah.
what do you have to say?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show. I'm always full of energy. I ginger, I swagger. And on this episode, I brought my brother Kaycee, aka Jiggy Jagger, the big investor.
So,
Kaycee,
one word for the
please.
viewers.
Yeah, I want you guys to subscribe to the channel. Keep following up with updates on Fantactics. They're actually doing a very good job. And I hope to be here some other time, apart from today.
So you're welcome.
Probably the next time I'm going to be here, Arsenal will win the league and we'll be like, Arsenal.
Well, if Arsenal win the league,
Excuse me.
Yes.
This is a football podcast. It's not an Arsenal podcast.
Okay, it's all right. Well, as you have said, Arsenal fans still want to take over, but we'll be here. I will be here to console them when the bottle lit. I wanted to say that you bring bottles so that we will celebrate.
Don't
but
worry, we'll be fine.
We'll still
Not
go to
London forever, you know.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, please ensure that you are doing what we are asking you to do. We'll keep saying it. Continue to engage us on all our social media handles, and one day, you just might be the person sitting on this chair and giving us your opinion on the Fantactics podcast. Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for joining us. And until we come back, it's still your number one show, Fantactics.